Nice of you to drop in.
I'm coming for you, Joker. You're going back to Arkham.
What's up, guys? It's me, Espada here, bringing you another video. In the newest Pokemon news, I had to see if I can fit it all together in one big video, but let's see. First off, before I say about the news, Victini this is Victini month, so all the way from the 1st to the 24th, pick up your own Victini. And now for the regular news. So, first off, we have a Alolan Rattata. This was revealed during the Nintendo Direct that happened like about, I think, last week or a week before. So, it still has the same description, but the only thing different about it is that it adapted to become a dark and normal type. So, its typing is darker normal. It still is the same height, but it can stand up now, like it can when it fights. And it weighs a little more, so it's 8.4 pounds. So in its new abilities it can use now, like it can use, is Gluttony and Hustle. So the Alolan form changes is result of because a long time ago the people of Alola brought in Yungoos to take away the infestation of Rattatas in the region. So because the Rattata was scared of the Yungoos, so the Rattatas decided to come out at nighttime, so they became nocturnal. So because of their becoming nocturnal animals, they turned part dark type. And they live around urban areas. And it says here, it's interesting that the Alolan Raticates are their bosses. And then we have Alolan Raticate. Still classified as a mouse Pokemon, but the only thing is different. The same thing with Rattata. It's a dark and normal type, and I think it's the same height. So it's 2 feet 4 inches, and it weighs 56.2 pounds. I think it's fatter than the original. So it still has, like, from pre-evolution of the Alola form, it does get gluttony and hustle. So in living in the urban areas of Alolan, it became a connoisseur of sorts. So they like the freshest foods, like what the rich people eat. So they like eating high class foods. It's like, well, everyone knows talking about with this Pokemon. They're thinking this is like Ratatouille, but as a Pokemon. And then the restaurants, they take advantage of the Eradicate's taste buds so they can bring out the best foods to serve. And they do gather up, like they do send out the Alolan Rattata to gather the food while the Eradicate just wait in their nests to wait for their food. They're like chubby cheeks now, like all the food they've been eating. And then next we have this new dragon Pokemon that looks like a dinosaur. I don't know I'll be able to pronounce his name, but like Junmogo, I can't pronounce that, but it's categorized as the scaly Pokemon. It's a dragon type. It's 2 feet tall, and it weighs 65.5 pounds. And its ability, it can get either bulletproof or soundproof. Like, this Pokemon is a technically, this is like if you think of it, it's like Vegeta as a Pokemon. So it has a pride of a warrior. So like with Vegeta, he has his pride for him and his planet. But with this Pokemon, it's pride as a warrior. It becomes stronger. Like, let's see, it pursues to become stronger than the other Pokemon. And this thing never neglects its training. It uses its scales on its body for offense and defense. It never turns back to its enemies. And like many trainers see this behavior on this Pokemon that shows them that it's proof that this Pokemon is very valiant. And let's see what else this says. It says these Pokemon gather in harsh places like canyons. So where some Pokemon and no humans can be able to go in there. So it goes over there to just train. And then we have this new Pokemon type Null. Type Null is the synthesized Pokemon, I think I'm pronouncing that right. And it's a normal type, and it weighs 265.7 pounds, and it's 6 feet 3 inches, and its ability is battle armor. I kind of think with Sunny Moon is taking a turn to alchemy, because this Pokemon kind of looks like something like a Chimera. So it looks like it's a different combination of Pokemon. Because you see that with the tail, the hind legs, and the front legs, and the head. Those look like they're from different Pokemon, looks like it. And then this Pokemon wearing a mask, it says it's been dubbed Null, meaning nothing. So, before I did this video, I was looking randomly for stuff, and somehow I turned up find the Spanish name for this Pokemon. So in Spanish, it's called Cola. I'm fucking up my own language, but I hope YouTube doesn't hear that. Correga. I think I sometimes mess up my own pronunciation of it. Correga Zero, meaning code 0. If I said that right, I might mess up my Spanish because I have broken Spanish. Correga. I think I'm saying it right now. So its name in Spanish means code 0. So this might be telling us something. Null can also mean code 0, maybe. So it's just from the description telling me like what I just said. Each part of its body is different in different parts, like the front legs, the hind legs, the tail, even the head, but the head is like covered in a mask. But the mask hinders its speed, so it can't run any speed. It like run fast, but I wonder if it has like an alternate form where you can just take off the mask, so maybe its agility will return. Because it says also what the mask does, it also seals its hidden powers, like its latent abilities it has. So with this Pokemon, it was made to rival Pokemon spoken in mythology. So that means like legendaries like Arceus or the other mythical Pokemon that were just talked about in myths. So I don't know, but like I saw this one video talking about maybe there's a way to change the mask up a bit, but I don't know, maybe I think this was trying to rival Arceus because this is a normal type and Arceus is a normal type. So I don't know if there's any coincidences about this Pokemon, because even looking at pictures, its little spikes around its helmet kind of looks like the little things on Arceus. But I don't know, maybe it would be kind of interesting if you can use the plates on this and it changes its type. But I have seen like videos of it using like something that looks like Tri-Attack on it, but we don't know. But interesting Pokemon nonetheless. And now we're gonna be talking about the Aether Foundation that was shown in the video. So with these characters, I've seen like so many fan art or two of these women on here. Okay, the first girl we're going to talk about in a bit, but this is the Aether Foundation. The Aether Foundation works in the Alola region. The foundation's goal is to care for Pokemon that have been hurt. So technically, these are like the SPCA of Pokemon, where they just help out hurt Pokemon or something, or they're like something like that. I think like the SPCA, if I am pronouncing that right. So the Aether Foundation has constructed an artificial island called the Aether Paradise. There, they not only provide shelter for Pokemon, but also conduct various research projects. It seems that the main character will also be able to visit the Aether Paradise during the adventure. So sorry about that. So it looked like we might be able to enter this place in the game, because they do show little pictures and little parts of the trailer we get into. So this is like maybe like an animal shelter, or in a way, or see how to see this is compared to a Pokemon. I mean, like it's like a Pokemon version of an animal sanctuary. Yes, animal sanctuary. So the first girl we have is Lucina or Lucani. I can't fucking. Oh fuck! It's kind of hard not to curse, but it's kind of hard to pronounce her name. It's like Luceni. I think I'm pronouncing it right, but might be wrong. But she is the foundation's president. And then we have this guy in these weird big green glasses. I want something like that if I was using for something else for cosplay, but he is the foundation's branch chief. It says he sports green sunglasses, but he is like very proud of his position. I think he's like the guy that does more of the research. He's just the scientist dude. And then we have Wiki. She is the assistant branch chief of the Aether Paradise. Has a caring personality, so she's loved by all Aether Foundation employees. And then we have the employees of the Aether Foundation. The employees of this foundation, they shelter and care for Pokemon. The uniform appear to depend on which division they belong to. So that means many pockets mean they just care for the Pokemon. So I think they'll be having extra food in there for them. Not much information, but interesting. Really like very interesting information about them. I wonder what they do, but look, what other people see, the blondes in the game look like they're related to each other. Oh yeah, the guy in the sunglasses, his name is Fava. I forgot to say his name, but interesting designs for their outfits. Yeah, Wiki is like hers is very interesting. I've seen a lot of pictures of her being compared to like Velma from Scooby-Doo. And then, oh yes, the next thing we're gonna be moving on is to these the Zygar stuff. So they finally did brought in the Zygar things together into this. So we have two familiar faces from Kalos. We had Dextro, and I forgot what the name of the girl is, but we have these two that always follow you and give you sometimes the upgrades for your Pokédex. They're gonna give you something called the Zygar Cube to collect the Zygar cores and cells on your journey. I think this is like after the game story. I don't know which part that's gonna happen at, but you're gonna be able to collect them. Oh, Dexter and Cena. Well, they will show you that through they show up to progress through your adventure. So they're gonna come in maybe during your adventure of the main story, but maybe you get to meet Professor Sycamore and the other professor, so you might be able to get starters from the other game. So with X and Y, I liked it because he gave you the Kanto starters. But I'm thinking, if I'm thinking this might make sense, but like if they have each professors giving you information of what they learn from being the professor. And Sycamore just told these two to give you the little cube to find Zygarde itself. So the Zygarde cube is interesting item to use. What I see from pictures and the video, it just sucks them up. And they look like they're scattered on each island. And then the next thing we have is something called the Ultra Beast. So it looks like there's more than one of these, but I don't think they're actually Pokemon, so it doesn't say they're Pokemon really, but there's like rumors in Alola that flying mysterious creatures known as the Ultra Beasts. The Ultra Beasts possess mighty powers, and mighty powers could pose a threat to humans and Pokemon. So they are feared. So the Acer Foundation has also conducted research on these. So they gave them the code name Ultra Beast. So this is one of them. This is Ultra Beast 1, or UB1. So this thing has a glass type of body, but it can change its form at will. But don't know if it has its own mind of its own or emotions, but it says it does give off the movements that resemble of a little girl. But this does look from looking at this kind of looks like maybe like Lily that you in the game. But that's still speculation. Maybe these are like trainers from another dimension or another planet, or I don't know, maybe these are but people think these are attempts from humans trying to combine Pokemon with the humans, but don't know. I just think they're like aliens or some kind of other transdimensional creatures themselves, that maybe they are trainers in a way. And the next thing we have is we're gonna go to the features of this. So they said in the game that the worlds of Pokemon Sun and Moon are set 12 hours apart. So I'm still confused about that, but like I think certain events might be set differently, but this is the whole game is like it's shifting 12 hours. So it looked like it's using the real world's time of how the sun sets and the moon rises. Don't know, but I can't talk about something I don't even know that well, but maybe this goes together with how Sogelio and Lulana's phases work. And let's see. Oh yeah, in the game now, it looks like you can take pictures in the Pokemon game, so they kind of sneak in a little Pokemon Snap into it. So you can use the Rotom Pokédex to take pictures with, and Rotom gives you a big thumbs up. There might be a limit how many pictures you take. I think maybe 6 pictures at a time. But it's interesting to have. Sorry. And then let's see what else we have. Oh yes, they did announce this in the Pokemon Direct that some Pokemon have their own special Z-Stones. So if you have pre-ordered Pokemon Sun and Moon already, you're gonna get this little event in it that you can get the special Munchlax with the Snorlax, the Snorzai Z. I think I'm pronouncing it. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Oh no, it says if you purchase it by if you can get this event if you purchase the game by January 11, 2017, you'll be able to get this bonus thing on Wi-Fi. So this Z move that Snorlax gets is called Pulverizing Pancake. So it just body slams a person, but like it supposedly like it goes crazy and just slams you. It's an interesting stone. I didn't think that each Pokemon gonna have their own Z stone, but Pokemon always amazes us. And let's see. I think this video is gonna be separated in 2 parts now because I just saw how long it's been taking. But the Pokemon Company Game Freak do have their wishes for the game, but I'm gonna try to summarize it, but I'm trying to do my best with this. But they do they do. Yeah, I think it's too many things to read off because there's 3 different sections. But I'll put a link in the description so you can all read this. But they do have their own wishes for the game, why they choose the names of Sun and Moon. So because they say that we live on the planet overflowing with life, so the Earth revolves around the Sun and the Moon. So in a way, that's why they picked the names for it. So. But you all can read the rest in the description if you haven't not read this yet. And then, let's see. We have the other thing. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about is there's another oak living in the Alola region. So, regional variant professors. Is this Professor Oak a Lola form? That's funny, they did that little joke. Says Samuel Oak does research on regional variants that have taken root in the Alola region. He's a cousin of the Professor Oak, the famous authority of Pokemon research in the Kanto region. The two could can practically be twins. So I don't know, like in the way they said these two's names. So to me, they both have the same name. So Professor Oak of Kanto is also named Samuel Oak, if I'm not wrong. But they do both look the same. But the Alolan Professor Oak, he has like a long mane of hair, and he has like a deep tan. So I thought at first this was Professor Oak if he spent like a year or two in Alola, but it's just saying that they're just cousins. So now it's time to end the video off with. Oh no, this doesn't look like it's gonna be that long. So I think that's all that was in this. All these information. But thank you guys for coming to watch this video. More to come. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.